Hello everyone, my name is Ajmedin, and continuing with my previous video about the Know Your Ethics and the general ethical update for the November 2018 attempt, I am also scrolling down and researching what else have been given in the recent publications by the institute, and I found that in the members journal, which is issued in the monthly basis for the members, not for the student, for the members, there are also certain questions which have been covered by the institute about the ethical practices. So question number 1 in the members journal of October 2018 edition is, can a chartered accountant in practice can work as a collection agent or a recovery agent? So answer is no, a chartered accountant in practice cannot work as a collection agent. However, he can act as a recovery consultant as provided in the clause number 15 of management consultancy and other services. Second question is whether a practicing chartered accountant can agree to select and recruit personnel. Can he select and recruit person on behalf of his client? So answer is yes, because it's the thing is covered under the management consultancy and other services definition by council, and he can recruit person on behalf of his client. For example, if I can recruit person for on behalf of my client, for example Reliance Industries, can a management consultancy company advertise its services? So the answer is no. The guidelines of for corporate form of practice restrict a management consultancy company for advertising or using a logo. This is very interesting question. Okay, so next question is pretty much simple, and this is covered in each and every practice manual as well. Can a member in practice have a branch or office, or additional office or temporary office? So of course yes, he can have, and with the given some conditions as well, separate charge of that individual branch. So these conditions are already covered, these are not updates. So next question is whether a CA firm can register himself as LLP. So yes, of course they can register themselves as an LLP. Can a member in practice be part of AOP, association of purpose, with other members or other professionals? So answer is no, he cannot be a part of AOP. He can only the only prescribed form of practice is LLP or individual or a partnership only. So next question is whether a member can in practice can provide payroll services. So yes, a member in practice can provide a payroll services, since this fall under the purview of activities mentioned in the provision of section 2 to 1 and 3 of the Chartered Accountants Act 1949. However, it is not permissible to undertake these activities if the member is a statutory auditor of the same entity. So this is very important. Whether a member in practice can provide equity research services, I have already covered in this the same in the previous video. Yes, he can practice as a equity research service, but he cannot publish a detailed report. That was a restriction there. Whether a member holding certificate of practice, this is very interesting, whether a member holding certificate of practice will be deemed to be practice even if he is not serving any clients. So yes, a member is deemed to be practice not only when he is actually engaged in the practice of accountancy, but also when he offers to render accountancy services, whether or not in fact he does so. So next thing which covers in the September journal is basically two questions have been covered. What are the code of ethics? We all know that about the schedules and the parts and the clauses. Second question is very interesting. What are the professional and other misconducts? And five examples have been given about other misconduct which I consider are important. Number one is conviction by a competent court for an offense involving moral turpitude, punishable with the imprisonment, or for an offense not of a technical nature committed by a member in his professional capacity. Second is retention of books. So this have been covered in my previous video as well, auditors need. So retention of books and documents of the client and failure to return them with a reasonable cause when client requests them. So third point is material representation. For example, if a person who is seeking for an employment and he misrepresent himself as he has worked for 3 years as a senior assistant with another firm, so this is completely a misrepresentation, because 3 year of articleship is not like three he can represent it as a 3 years of working as a senior assistant with another firm. Publishing an advertisement in newspaper with malified intention to mailing any person. And fifth is using objectionable or abusive language or making irrelevant or irresponsible and insane statement in his correspondence with a person. So thank you very much. These were covered in the members journal of September and October series. The download link will be available soon in the description box.